We're here with Don Pyke. Don, we should give you a special welcome to the club. I know it's been probably a couple of months since you've been here, but for those who may not know or be familiar with your background, just explain a little bit about your career in the AFL.
Yeah, so I played way back in the early 90s with West Coast and was fortunate to be part of a successful era there. And then recently I've been involved in coaching, coached at West Coast for a couple of seasons, senior coach at Adelaide, and then started at Sydney here late last year. There's a whole range of things you take out of coaching. That's the beauty of it, you're always learning. So yeah, I had some reflection after my time in Adelaide. There's some things here I'm looking to help with John and the coaching group and the players, and so conditions today were a bit of a challenge for the first hit out, but yeah, some things we're working on and certainly bringing some of that experience as well as knowledge to the table. Yeah, it was really good. I mean, the conditions were challenging. It was pretty wet, slippery, but the guys adapted really well, and they worked on some of the things we've been focusing on in training. So they were really, all players are really excited when the games sort of roll around, and this is our first step in preparing ourselves for the season in the next 6 or 7 weeks. Well, it's pretty simple. We're really just looking at the things we've been working on in training. Obviously, the components of our attack and our defence, and seeing some of those things, which will be interesting when we look at the vision to see how we went in that space. Given it was slightly slippery, but the guys were trying to execute what we were doing, which was great. And yeah, really for the key was just to get everyone through a hit out as a progression for some of the training loads and volumes we're doing. So from all reports, everyone pulled up well, which is great, and it's our first step into now getting into genuine matches as we start preparing for round one. Oh, there was a couple of guys who, I thought Blakey on a wing looked really good for us. Yeah, but overall, we were probably looking at more of our team system. I mean, for the players, it's good to get a run under their belt and, as I say, get some moles in the legs from just training and doing drills to actually play. So there's some good signs. Yeah, well, they had good energy. All those three guys have had really good energy at training, and they brought that to the game today. So again, their first hit out playing at senior level, they would have been a bit nervous this morning getting a look at it, but they all got through really well and showed some good signs. Showed the reason why we rated them so highly, and we're so happy to have them on board. Yeah, our guys adapted really well. I mean, the manning the mark rule is probably the biggest one in terms of the fact you can't sort of move on the mark any longer. You really have to stand there and just be still. So that probably we're exploring a bit what it looks like in terms of how we defend the ground, but also how we can attack the ground with that new rule. And the kick-in one where they've stretched the zone back just probably allows the kicker to get out into the field of play a bit more. So what that means for either kicking long or finding shorter options. So the guys explored a bit more the long option today, just given the conditions, but no, it was good. We'll just adapt, and the players always do. Everyone sort of goes, oh, these rule changes are going to make a massive impact. They'll have some impact, but the players always just adapt and find a way to play under the new rules.